In the jungle's heart, there was always a gentle bustle in the jungle. Birds chirped on the tree branches, and various animals were busy with their daily lives on the forest floor. But in one corner of the jungle lived a lonely elephant. He was enormous, with a strong body, a long trunk, and white tusks, but his heart was gentle and pure. This elephant's name was Bhim. Bhim often thought that true joy in life came from having friends. One day, he decided to go into the jungle and make a friend. First, he approached a little mouse who lived in a hole at the root of a tree. Bhim gently asked, "Hey, little brother, would you like to be my friend?" The mouse, startled, came out, saw the elephant, and quickly backed away. "No, no, you're too big, and I'm too small. How can we play together? One tiny movement from you, and I could lose my life." Bhim nodded in disappointment and moved on. Then he went to a jackal who was sunbathing on a small hill. "Would you be my friend, brother jackal?" Bhim asked with a smile. The jackal squinted and said, "Friendship? You're at least 10 times bigger than me. If you sit and I happen to be beneath you, I'd be crushed. How can we be friends? You belong with other elephants." Bhim's heart sank further, but he wasn't one to give up. He then spotted a fox drinking water on the other side of the jungle. He slowly approached and asked, "Will you be my friend?" The fox raised her head and replied slyly, "Dear Bhim, I'm sure you have a kind heart, but look at your size and mine. If we walk together, people will laugh. You should make friends with other elephants. It's beyond us." Now Bhim's heart was completely broken. He sat under the shade of a tree and gazed at the jungle with sadness. "Maybe loneliness is my destiny," he sighed. Suddenly, he heard loud noises. Birds were flying frantically in the sky. Monkeys were swinging and screaming from trees, and deer, mongooses, rabbits, everyone was running in one direction. Bhim quickly stood up. A bear running past him stopped and shouted, "Run, Bhim! A cruel cheetah has entered the jungle. He's attacking everyone. No one is safe." "A cheetah?" Bhim asked in surprise. "Yes, a cheetah. Very fast, very powerful, and bloodthirsty," the bear shouted before running off. Bhim paused for a moment and thought, "These are the very animals who refuse to be my friends. But if I can save them, why shouldn't I?" He lifted his trunk into the air, let out a loud roar, and charged in the direction of the cheetah. The cheetah was about to hunt a deer. His eyes were bloodshot, tongue hanging out, sharp yellow teeth bared. But when he heard Bhim's mighty roar, he turned. Seeing the towering elephant approaching, he growled. Bhim slammed his trunk against the ground. Dust flew up, branches shook. The cheetah attacked, but Bhim cleverly used his trunk to slam him into the ground. The cheetah groaned and got up, but Bhim stepped forward and stomped the ground right in front of him with great force. The cheetah began to tremble. He realized this elephant wasn't just big. He was brave too, scared. The cheetah turned and ran out of the jungle. The animals who saw this were stunned. Their eyes were filled with surprise, joy, and shame. The mouse ran over. "Brother Bhim, you saved us. I want to be your first friend." The jackal came and said, "We are sorry. We didn't realize that the size of the heart is what truly matters." The fox said, "You were the kind of friend we needed, but we didn't recognize you." Bhim smiled. "Friendship may come late, but better late than never." From that day on, Bhim was no longer alone. The mouse sat on his ear and chatted. The jackal told stories. The fox brought him fruits, and all the animals stayed happily around him. Bhim taught them that friendship doesn't depend on appearances. It depends on the feelings in the heart. And a true friend is one who stands by you in hard times, no matter how big or small. Moral: this story teaches us that greatness isn't measured by size, but by heart, intention, and action. True friends are those who stand by you in tough times, whether they're big or small.